So the first thing we want when we ask the horse to trot is rhythm, and that's a good rhythm. So let's go ahead and come up posting. Good, very good. You came up with the correct diagonal, good. So this is a nice little trot, okay? So we can't really affect the horse or do any kind of training unless the horse is moving, okay? Horse doesn't have to be moving forward and fast. It just has to be rhythmic, okay? So this is a little trot, but it's a trot, right? So when do you ask the horse to go forward? When you're up or when you're down? Right, so on your downward beat, you give her a little kick, and you say, let's try to go a little bit more forward, Whiskey, all right? Right, so you give her a little kick with your inside leg on the downward beat. Right, and that's already forward. Now, let's face it, she could be a lot more forward, but at least she's moving, and this is good for you, okay? So on the downward beat, again, give her another kick. Come on. Good. Okay, so that's already better, okay? So every time you post up, you want to press that right knee down and back, okay? So we want to try to get that left ankle under your hip. All right, but this might be a pursuit. Might take a while, all right? Good, so you need to kick her with your inside leg. Right, good. So when you kicked her, your leg was on the horse, and that's where it should stay all of the time. And when you didn't kick her, your leg came forward. Okay, so let's get it back there, and let's ask her to trot more forwardly. Go ahead, kick her with both legs. Good, 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 okay. Then you want to position her left a little bit. Right, good. Okay, so when you position her left, remember your inside leg would push her out, and your outside rein would support her, right? Good. So you could bend her even a little bit more inside. Right, let's go ahead and shorten up your inside rein a little bit. Kick her off your inside leg. Anytime we shorten the reins, we typically have to keep the horse moving forward, right? Because they'll interpret the shortened rein as a signal to hoe. Go ahead, kick her. Let's ask her to trot on. There's your trot. That would be a good trot, okay, for now, all right? Whoops, and there she went slow again, right? So it's when she goes slow that you need to send her forward, right? And when she does go forward, you're taking her out of her comfort zone, and who the hell likes that? Nobody, not even me, okay? Good, good. This is a much better trot, all right? And she's positioned left. Good. So we can't really deal with asking her to give to the bit until we have a decent trot, all right? And a good rhythm. So we're still working on the rhythm stage. Good. So if you just sit, I bet you she'll walk. So let's just sit, and she should walk. Yeah, walk. Good. And then your inside leg says stay forward. Good. Let's ask her to walk on. So her gaits are a little bit stuck. And that's okay, because, it's a training issue, right? So you can... Yes, and eventually, you might need a whip, but she's just she's stuck, what is called muscle bound.
Yeah,
and there you go, good, right? There's your walk, but make her walk. Part of it is you've been afraid to use your aids, which I can't blame you. If you go to kick the horse, you want to make sure the horse is going to go forward, not into the rafters, right? So your whole process is for you to trust her and for her to learn to be respectful of you. And that's all part of training. Okay, so we'll keep this little sitting trot. Good. Let's go ahead and stay sitting, and we're just going to ask her to flex a little bit in the sitting trot. So you're going to bend her left, kick there. Good. Push her up, push her up. Right, because we don't want her to, in the ideal world, she should be stepping into the contact, okay? What we want is just rhythm, and you just getting a little feel for asking her to give and just sitting on your horse and relaxing, right? Riding should be an enjoyable experience, not a fearful one. So let's go ahead and bend her left. Good. More bend. Whoops. And ask her to walk on. And that's going to happen, And a smart horse is going to take any opportunity it can to just walk.